What is up, tubers? Welcome back. We're here for another draft on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. Get some That's Magic Baby stickers as well. We got some of this Magic 30 mixed up draft. It is not a cube. It is more of a chaos style draft, so don't expect anything crazy or bomby. Obviously, you can open individual bombs in your packs or whatever, but it's not going to be like a cube draft format. We've opened a Kyodai, Soul of Kamigawa. It's a good one. Ignore the bottom line of text for the Wooburg pump ability, although that would be kind of cool if you could do it. But a 4-mana 3/3 flying flash, ETB, give another target permanent indestructible for as long as you control Kyodai. Quite solid and a great first pick here. Touch the Spirit Realm, good removal. Spotter Thopter, just solid. Pegasus Courser. Actually, there are a ton of flyers in this pack. Removal spell, a little bit of fixing. What you want to do in these chaos draft formats, just draft the good cards. You can look for, and I say this every time, but it's good to reiterate. You can look for overall strategies like blue-white flyers, red-black sacrifice, that type of thing, that have a lot of commonalities in any given Magic set. But, for example, you're not going to be drafting generally like an artifact deck, or you're not going to be drafting a convoke deck, that type of thing. So look for the bigger picture in these formats and just really draft the good cards. We've got like a Bushwhack that's decent. I bet you the reconfigured cards are probably just fine, right? They're creatures and they're also equipment in this kind of random format. A couple of lands here we could take. There's a Dune Mover, which is like a weird fixing. You're not going to build a Toxic deck, though, right? Man, the best card in this pack might just be one of these lands. This is a really weak pack. I'm going to actually just go ahead and take the white land here, I suppose. Just because there wasn't anything else there. Let's see. So, yeah, like something like Skitterling. You're not going to enable this, right? It's a 3-mana 1/4 in this format. Skullscab is okay because it exploits itself, but you're generally not going to have much more exploit. You might get one more or something if you're lucky. So what do we got? We got like Case the Joint, 4-mana draw 2, that's fine. Axiom Engraver, that's still okay even though it has oil synergies just because you can use it twice itself and it's a 1/3. Another land here. Again, a pretty mediocre pack overall. I guess I'm actually going to take Skullscab as the best card in the pack. Blue-black, like, some sacrifice themes isn't crazy to think you could pick up. We could maybe wield, like, the Blood Divination. Okay, there's a Lawmage's Binding here. That's not shabby. Just 3-mana Flash Arrest is quite good. Heroic Reinforcements, quite good. Like, I bet you red-white aggro is probably a pretty good strategy in Chaos Draft. In fact, I'm going to take the Heroic Reinforcements here, and maybe that's something that we can look forward to. Horde Hauler, 4-mana 5/5 vehicle. Deals combat damage to a player. Create a treasure token for each artifact they control and has crew 3. So, generally, you're not going to be making many treasures with it. So, is a 4-mana 5/5 trampling crew 3 vehicle good? It's okay. Steel Exemplar could be okay. Crawling Chorus is probably just fine as a 1-mana 1/1 with upside, right? Aven Sentry as a 3/2 flyer for 4 is okay. Maybe I want to lean into the red-white, though. I kind of feel like forcing like some red-white uber aggro deck. As we get a very good 6th pick, Rafine's Informant. Again, just another really solid card on its own. Let's do it. Let's force red-white aggro. Take a run amok here for the aggro deck. Give an attacking creature +3/+3 and trample. Seems good. I guess the Splitter is probably pretty good too, actually. In fact, now that I think about it, I'd rather have the Splitter because you can get a bunch of different combat tricks in red-white. You're not going to always be able to pick up something like an equipment like this. This is not exactly the curve I was hoping for, though, right? We would really like to load up on 1s and 2s, especially. Some number of 3s, but we already have 3 4s, so... Unless we get some really good other top-end cards, if the plan is red-white aggro, I don't want to pick up any more 4-drops. Let's see, a Knight's Pledge here is pretty medium. The Rakish Revelers is okay, I guess. It fixes for itself. What does Pack Beast do? Returns an artifact from your graveyard to your hand. There's a Savage Smash here. That's a nice punch effect. Or fight effect, I guess. Yeah, these type of auras just kind of grody usually. I'll just take the Revelers. That is very weird. Holy crap. We're wheeling Touch the Spirit Realm, but we're also wheeling Pegasus, which is... Pegasus is so good in the aggro decks. It's a flyer itself, and it can, you know, help your other ground creatures get through, but I don't know how I'm going to pass a Touch the Spirit Realm here. Yep, and at this point a 2/2 for 2. With small random upside is nice. Man, that was a crazy wheel. This was like the best card in the pack after we took the Kyodai, so I guess we can bank on white being a really good spot to be in. Create 2 1/1 soldiers. Until end of turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain haste. So 4 mana for 2 2/2s with haste on that turn. An extra pump on your other creatures if you have any. Card frequently did good work. Tragic Poet. Probably not. Blood Betrayal. Active Trees in effect with a blood token's not bad. Jousting Lance is really slow, but it is strong. +2/+0 in first strike. I think I'd rather have Lance here than the Bloody Betrayal. But I'm not sure I'm going to start that. Oh, this was a great wheel too. Yeah, white is just extremely open. Like here comes Law Mage's Binding on the wheel as well. I guess I don't have to be red. I could just be white X and we'll keep our options open. Like Mighty Leap, a perfectly fine trick. (3/1 for 2. I'll take that over Run Amok, yeah. Okay, we are just solidly starting with a white aggro deck as we open a black-white card that's pretty solid. Kambal, Console of Allocation. 3 mana 2/3. Whenever opponent casts a non-creature spell, you drain them for 2 is real strong. White card wise, there's a Raise the Alarm here. I guess it's probably right to take the Kambal for now. And again, just stay open to different white aggressive starts. We have the Heroic. We're going to take the Kambal. I would expect the Raise the Alarm to wheel. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, this deals 1 damage to any target. That card's great, but we don't have many instants and sorceries. Swathcutter Giant's pretty good. 6 mana 5/5 Vigilance. Whenever it attacks, deals 1 damage to each creature defending player controls is great. A Baby Tapper, that's okay. Daring Demolition is good. Dragon's Fire is good. Well, I don't think it's right to take the Law Rune Enforcer here, even though it is pure 1 color for us. Giant or Dragon's Fire? I think I'd rather have the cheap removal spell. Wasn't Fenlurker good? ETB, each opponent exiles a card from their hand. Yeah, and it was pumpable. That wasn't a bad one. Let's see, Goblin Smuggler's pretty nice here. Alright, still gonna lean into red-white, I guess. 3 mana 2/2 haste that can make another creature unblockable for the turn is great. And what you can do if I decide to run like the Jousting Lance, right? I can use this ability on a creature that has power 2 or less, for example, the infantry, and then I can move equipment over to that creature, and it will still be unblockable even though its power is then greater. I'm not gonna lie, even though this card came out a long time ago, I just realized the art That is to say, you can see there's a goblin smuggling, or being smuggled inside the pack there. Kabira Takedown is a great pickup. Really solid dual card here, right? Double face card. Removal or land in a pinch. This is not the Garrison. Garrison we would slam dunk. Conviction. I don't mind this type of aura as it is less susceptible to 2-for-1s because it does have the bounce. Let's see, dual shot, ping 1 damage to 2 creatures is like whatever. 3 mana, 2/2 haste or blow up an artifact is whatever. Like, Brazen Dwarf, that's a 2 mana 1/3 in this format. How many times are you going to be rolling dice, right? I guess I'm going to just take the Conviction. Weak pack. Am I splashing the Revelers in this deck? It's like bad fixing initially and then kind of medium later on. Ooh, what is this? We've got an Akiri, the Fearless Voyager. Whenever you attack with a player with 1 or more equipped creatures, draw a card. Okay. That seems pretty good. There goes another equipment, but now we're more likely to be running this Jousting Lance. So I have Splitter and I have Lance. And I mean, worst case scenario, it's a 3 mana 3/3, right? So not even that bad. Another red-white card. Oh, this one is sick too. The Boros Challenger. 2 mana 2/3 with Mentor, and it's pumpable. If you remember this format, Boros Challenger was a nasty one in the red-white decks. There goes another equipment. Some other creatures that are irrelevant. Yeah, Boros Challenger was nuts. So this is super good with especially smaller creatures or other ways to pump. Like Guardians of Pilgrims. Very, very good with Boros Challenger and just a decent 2-drop. Karamich's Blessing is pretty good. Oh, I guess if enchanted creature... If it's an enchanted creature or enchantment creature, gotcha, not equipped. You could also just take a 6/5 Menace for 6 as the top end, but I'm going to take the 2-drop. Sure Strike for ways to push in damage or raise the alarm. I guess I'm probably cutting the Conviction right now. A 3/1 for 2 is like kind of medium. Yeah, let's take the raise the alarm. Giant on the wheel, sure. There was an equipment there. This is good. Our deck's nice. We want to be able to keep the curve low. Gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each creature in your party. So it is a warrior itself, so it attacks as a 2/2 and then Cleric, Rogue, or Wizard. Cleric, Rogue, Wizard. We do have a little bit of each. It's not going to be a particularly good 2-drop, but it is another aggressive 2-drop that we don't mind playing. I mean, I guess the Survive Sabretooth maybe would just be better than the Bug Catcher then. If we're going to end up playing one of those random 2s. Alright, let's double check our combat tricks right now. We have Mighty Leap. Oh, that's it. That's the only instant speed combat trick I have. 3/3 or a Puncturing Light. Let's take the 3 mana 3/3. Sure. I mean, we might play the Prying Blade with Akiri. Oh, God. We opened a disgusting blob. Rather, blob. A disgusting blob. Power is equal to the number of card types among cards in your graveyard, and its toughness is equal to that number +1. So if you can get like a creature, a sorcery, an instant in your graveyard, this is a 3/4 that makes another copy of it, basically, at the end of turn. Really, really gross one, but we're just going to take one of the cards that's good for us. So Angelic Intervention, great protection trick. Stalwart, just a decent flyer. Cavalry for the haste is nice. All of these cards are quite good. I think I like taking the flyer here, and we're going to wheel one of those other cards. Okay. This was also not a bad card, right? Whenever it attacks, it gains flying if you control a creature flying. And then the same is true for first strike, double strike, death touch, indestructible, lifelink, menace, trample. So it can gain a lot of different abilities. Here's another 2-mana creature that can give haste. That wouldn't be bad. Dwarven Hammer, also pretty good. I think I have to go with the hammer, though, for the Akiri value. Plus, again, this lets our smaller creatures actually get pretty big. Bonds of Faith for a pacify effect versus Raptor. I like Raptor quite a bit, especially when we're doing equipment things. But I think we just take the removal there first. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. If this spell is... Okay, that one's kind of medium. We have a Run Amok. We have a 3-mana 3/2. I passed all those other Run Amoks. Let's take this one. I'm going to be really tempted to go down to like 15 lands and just cut the giant and run a really low curve deck. Wish we had picked up more 1-drops. I mean, I passed the Raptor. I guess hopefully that wheels. Brute's Filler. I don't have that many pirates. Yeah, and in fact, that's the only pirate. So that's a 3/3 for 3. That's a 2/2 for 2 the majority of the time. This is a value 2/2. So that's good. Value 2/2 is good. Value 2/2. Yeah, Bug Catcher's kind of medium, except it does have value with the equipment again. Creature count is 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Currently 6 creatures for turn 2. And that's with those other ones I've cut. Can't go wrong with an Alabaster Host Intercessor. It's good if you get a lot of mana. It's also good early on for the plane cycling. The versatility is too nice. Another Spirit Summoning. That's a 6-drop I will play. Oh, you know what? I have the Takedown as well. So yeah, 15 lands will not be crazy. Just pick up 2 more playables. And how about an Everdawn Champion? Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to it is nice. Cartouche of Solidarity is also really good. 1 mana for a 1/1 and a buff effect that gives the enchanted creature +1/+1 in first strike is great. I think we probably have to take the Everdawn Champion because I assume some decks will just not be able to deal with this. And especially with equipment, like, right, if I suit up the Dwarven Hammer on the champion and it's a 5/2 trample that doesn't take combat damage, yeah, it's pretty good. Damn. Science is there for somebody if they had taken some Learn. Impeccable Timing is like another okay pseudo removal trick card, I guess. So this is like 8 plains, 7 mountains. And submit. Which will effectively be running like 9/7. Oh, we did just pick up a Learn card. Well, too late. Destined to Lead is really good too, isn't it? Oh no, that one's just okay. 2/1 Rummager is okay. Ren's Resolve that's actually really good. Card advantage when I have a low curve is great. I think the Lance is the worst of my equipment. Oh man, Intervention and Cavalry too. Okay, let's take the Cavalry now. And if we wield that 1/3, then I can cut the Raise the Alarm as well. The 1/3 that also gives haste to a creature. Replace the Bug Catcher with it. Creature count says 12, but that's a little bit misleading as these are all creatures over here. Oh, we wield the Raptor, that's great. So 15 land like that with pseudo 16-ish creatures. I guess this is kind of a 5-drop, right? Because generally you want to be paying the 2 to get the Dwarf with it. I got both of the Spirit Summonings. So instant speed tricks. We have Mighty Leap and Run Amok. This looks bad. Or not bad. This looks good. This doesn't look bad. Yikes. Jinxed myself. 15 land, red-white aggro with a takedown for like pseudo 16 and then the intercessor for land cycling in a pinch. I dig it. Shuffler certainly wouldn't give me any problems, right? Let's go to round one. Let's beat some face in this Magic 30 mixed up draft. Okay, round one fight. How we looking? I mean, it's certainly a keepable hand, but I don't have any pressure besides this one crawling chorus, which is kind of sad. A crawling chorus with a prying blade. Okay. Scoured Barrens for the opponent. Takedown for us. We really would like to have had another creature that turn. Black, white, green. Okay, 3 colors for them at least. No, darn it. All right, crawling chorus all the way, I guess. For vigilance. I see. Yeah, I mean, we're attacking here. Get a little might. Get another treasure. Equip the might, say go. Where are my creatures? 3/3 enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. They mill 2 lands and a Dirge Bat. Okay, pretty happy to see Dirge Bat gone. Blood Fountain, that's a nice one. Good synergy there with the mill into Blood Fountain. Wow, this is kind of unbelievable, actually. 6 of 15 lands now. I mean, we'd be crushing if we just had any other creature that we could follow up the chorus with. Even just having a random 2/2 on turn 2 would have pushed an extra 6 damage or something. Sheesh. Okay, well, it is what it is. That's half of our land. I'm a little bit frustrated already because on stream today, this is the same exact thing that had happened all day earlier. Just variance. Remember your very wise words of wisdom, Kenji. That's magic, baby. But yeah. 7 lands in 13 draws in our 15 land deck. Pretty impressive. I mean, I guess. It's a start. I need to draw like Ren's Resolve. We have that in our deck, right? Ren's Resolve into double spell can maybe get us out of this. I don't want to use take or impeccable timing on that because we have Kabira takedown, which is not getting much better right now. Alright, I mean, it's something. If they block and sack their swarm, we get to go impeccable timing on it, so that's good at least. Hey, trade's great for us too. I'm not going to use any of my treasure to sacrifice here, or to equip here. I'm hoping they just go for their bat. Whenever it becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. 8/6! That is a very large creature. Kyodai. Not terrible. Alright, we can attack for 4. Give our creature indestructible. Impeccable timing the Gloom Sower. Trade, and we're still holding up Kabira takedown for if they go for Dirge Bat on the Battlefly Swarm. Can we turn this around? If they go for the Dirge Bat this turn, it's going to be pretty hard to lose. Oh, I just realized the Prying Blade making treasures means I can activate the Kyodai, in theory. If I had kept one more treasure, I don't think it was right to do that, obviously, but... one more treasure and we can pump the Kyodai with Prying Blade. That's great, they went for it. So, do have to use my treasures here in response, but... and they still get a 3/3 flyer. But hey, not too shabby for us. Battlefield Raptor is another good draw because we have all this equipment. Is this the flood into the comeback? Could be. 3/2 flying first strike. Here's the game plan. Next turn I rip the Ren's Resolve and it hits Heroic Reinforcements and a random 2-drop. Well, that failed. I'm just going to attack with these two and not attack with the Kyodai. Alright, what's the trick you have? They're using that on my Raptor, which is effectively a 1/2, instead of using it on my Kyodai. That is amazing for us. Plumb the Forbidden. Block, draw 2, lose 2. Okay. Pretty good, actually. Because they sacrificed the creature to copy the spell once over. Oh my lord. Opponent's 5 cards deeper than me and we have the same amount of land. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature from among and put in your hand. They just bricked. Flash it back. And they hit a Testament Bear. That's not bad. Oh my gosh. They only have 9 cards left in their deck, though. So if they block with this, they go down to 6, and then they draw for turn, go down to 5. Yeah, I'm supposed to attack here. My creature's indestructible. I don't know why I was thinking about not attacking, even though they get to kind of draw a card of sorts. Obviously, we just need to keep applying the pressure. Alright, 1 life, 5 cards in deck. They do have 4 cards in hand now, but I have 3 lethal creatures. Okay, we'll take it. That was looking really bad for us at the beginning. Started flooding out tremendously, but those equipment did a crazy amount of work. Very, very good. Alright, 1-0 with the red-white beats. We'll take it. And let's go on to round number 2. Okay, let's go to the next game. Red-white aggro. Our hand looks fantastic. Yes, it does. What is that weird fracturing going on with the card art? Strange. Don't be ridiculous, Kenji. Damn, wish we were on the play of this game. Hello? I'll give you your go. Hello? Alright, so turn 1 Raptor, turn 2, I think we're gonna go with Pilgrim, since unless we draw a land next turn. Hand is pretty stacked. We don't want to pitch anything quite yet. Two lifelink as long as your turn. Okay, deal. Let's see if they go aggro. They are. They're going to kill my Guardian to get in for an extra point of damage. And, well, not extra point of damage, but some lifelink. I guess now we'll Informant. Yikes. And discard extra land. I mean, the good news here is that a 3-2 would have been the same trading for the 2-2 anyways, so not a big loss. The Cavalier. Another land draw off the top. Let's resolve this turn. And then this is a human. No, this is an orc. Oh, that's an orc knight. Oh. I for sure thought that was a human. Well, that works out. Reaper of Night to make me discard 2 cards. That's pretty unfortunate. Might as well use this, because it's going to go anyways. Alright, all in Battlefield Raptor, let's go. 2-2 flying first strike, make a treasure whenever it connects. Return an artifact or creature. And naturally another land. 2, 6, 7. Yeah, we've drawn half our land again. That's not bad, I suppose. We're just gonna pass, though. I don't want to attack. I mean, for one, they have a 1-3. Wow, they have the Mentor, too. Into Blood Fountain. Okay. Well, this game is very, very over. They can just get it back with Blood Fountain later and their restoration, and we draw more land. Okay. So this is pretty quickly going to become a scoop. I'll play out another turn or two, but it's really not worth playing out. We don't have like a huge bomb to draw into, and they have Uber Grind with the Blood Fountain returning any two of their creatures, one of which is the Gearsmith, which then returns the Blood Fountain. Yeah, Blood Fountain with Gearsmith is actually a wombo combo. Not sure why they're using the reversal here instead. I guess they wanted the scry? Sure. Alright, it's going to be a premature scoop, sure, but in the long term, I think I'm just doing myself a great service of, you know, not wasting a lot of time. That was how many? 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 lands plus the Kabira takedown in my 15 land deck. Man, I tell you, the draws today, it just, sometimes you go on these bad streaks of unluckiness. As much as I like to meme about the Rig Shuffler, when it does go poorly, you know, it just feels really bad. Anyway, 1-1. Go next. Alright. 1-1 on to game 3. Another Battlefield Raptor prying thing would be a good opening hand. Oh, this is a nice one. Look at that. 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, removal, or maybe pump if I put it on a random human, although none of these creatures are humans. And hell, if we find one of our equipment to go along with Akiri, that would be very, very good. Turn 1, Merchant of the Veil, pitch a forest. Alright. So this is equipment synergistic, not aura synergistic. We have Karen Dissident, a 2-2 that pumps for 5. We're going to go 1-1 for 1 that gets value when it dies, 2-2 for 2 that gets value when it dies, 3-3 for 3 that gets value when you have equipment. What a life. Alright, that's 3 to loot, yes, or 3 to rummage, I guess. Witty Roastmaster. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under control, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Alright, I mean, we drew the perfect curve. We had 3 of them in our hand, I guess. All we needed to do was draw any 4-drop, but 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. Kinda great. Opponent has gone 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, 3-drop. If we can find an equipment for Akiri, it's going to be really hard to not kind of go off, I think. So they get to rummage for... They get to rummage on a 2-2 because no spectacle. Wow, discards a 5-mana burn spell. That's kind of scary. Alright, let's fire off the resolve. Impeccable timing. I guess as such we can attack with our 1-1, because if they want to block, we get to impeccable time. Sounds good to me. I mean, I think there's probably just not supposed to block on this turn or the next turn, and just take like a 1 or 2 extra damage. Because that impeccable timing was face up, you know? Run amok is pretty good. Alright, this is a Devil Citizen. So we can turn off their 3-2, or we could also turn off their 2-2 Pumple Bowl, but I guess those aren't particularly worrisome. Yeah, I don't see anything worthwhile except for attacking for 3. Trade my 1-1 for your 3-1 if you want to. Sure, it's fine by me. Run Amok is only attacking creature that you can pump, so don't want to be doing that when they're attacking. There's an equipment. Very nice. And actually we can give that creature haste too. Draw an extra card here. Pretty gross. Very good. Look at that. I'm going to go ahead and just use the Run Amok here to get in for a bunch of trample damage. But I could have simply just unequipped the Splitter and given it indestructible, so I don't know if they were paying attention to that. 4-4 that fights when it ETBs. Okay, they get to kill my flyer here. But I can lock down the 4-4. Attack for 4, draw a card. Okay, use the Akiri's ability. It's indestructible, get some free food there. Let's go with Rafines. Ooh. Alright, well. They say good game. And Heroic Reinforcements is definitely going to be a good game of sorts. If they don't concede, I want to see how much damage we're going to be doing here. Because that would be quite a bit. So we challenge. Reinforcements. No! It was a lot of damage. It was however much damage we have, plus 4, plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't even know. I'm guessing it was somewhere like 25 damage. Thereabouts. Plus 1 from the Mentor, too. Well, that was a much better draw for us. On the play. Yep, that's good enough to keep. We find a red source, this hand's going to be really, really good. Boros Challenger next turn would be sick. Oh, there we go. But Mentor is only when another attacker... when this creature attacks... Yeah, so... This still needs another creature to attack with in order to pump it, but... Or not. Or it immediately bites the dust. My plan is just to flash out the 3-3 flyer here. End of turn. Unbridled Growth, so I can sack it to draw a card. And a 1-1 Death Touch that can pump. I could try to blow them out by giving Indestructible and instant speed, but we just want to attack for 5 next turn. I guess 6 with the Guardian. It's not a bad one. I guess if I'm going to draw 6 lands, I want to have the Intercessor in my hand for it. And there's probably, like, light merit to just using the Touch the Spirit Realm on their Gardener, so that can't ramp it out. Good thing I did not. So that would have been a kill my flyer, gain 2 life. I'll pass. And the nice thing about this is we get to actually make the Guardian of Pilgrims indestructible now when it comes back in. Because the infantry dying's not so bad since it'll give us that disturb value later on. Oh, sure. Okay, you got me. Temptation there to just run amok for extra 3 damage, but that's not very good. So if we had drawn a land last turn for Intercessor, I'm not sure they could have won. With another fight effect in their hand, just chilling. Now that all of our other creatures are dead, I don't want to trade for the Gardener. Again, another scenario where I could have used Run Amok to get in for 5 trample damage after the blocker was killed. But probably better to save that to kill a larger creature later. That's a human, so we don't want to bonds it. If they block here, we'll absolutely use the Run Amok. Kill their creature, deal 3 trample. And we still have 2 removal spells in hand. Intercessor, if they ever play a big creature, / I ever draw a 6th land. Alright, they're going to sack their growth to draw a card. So they might have a 3rd splash color then if they waited that long. That would be my guess. (3/1) must be blocked if able. Alright, good enough for me. Let's go ahead and just grab that with our Intercessor. Power 3 or less? Jeez, that's rude. Okay, so we're living off the top now. 4/4? Sure. Let's go like this. And I'm not going to Bonds of Faith this turn, because this is more mana efficient, and this way they might get a little aggro. Okay, that Skinner is extremely bad for us, because they have Delirium. Wow. Oh. Well, the problem is the Skinner outpaces the champion, so I am supposed to just Bonds of Faith their Gorger and attack for 3 here. Trade is insane for us if it goes off. Wow, I cannot believe they did that. Okay. So we get a 1/1. We play the champion. We're in a good spot. Herald of Anguish? Oh no. Wait, I guess that's not bad because they don't have any artifacts. Stack an artifact. Target creature gets -2. Okay, so this is still relatively close. Both players need to draw something here. Because they can't attack while they're at 6. And I obviously can't push through a 5/5. And they drew a 2-for-1 removal spell in 1 card. Insanity. Well, they definitely ripped better. Fudge. In fact, I bet you they probably get rid of my cavalry. Wow. Okay, I'm going to assume they get rid of cavalry if they didn't draw another creature. They drew an artifact for Herald of Anguish. One that comes back. My god. Sick rips for sure. Hmm. Ay, ay, ay. So now they get to unearth, attack for 7, and then kill the cavalry by sacking it afterwards. Or they can draw another 7 mana spell. Alright, well. Sometimes I don't know what to say. That's magic, baby. It always hurts. I mean, I guess on average their draws were probably going to be better than ours, because we are very low to the ground, but kind of incredible. Good beats. Okay, well, 2 and 2 with a pretty sweet red-white aggro deck. On the play. Arena just rubbing it in. Okay, well, chorus again, but not too much after that, huh? Probably gonna wait on the hammer until we get to 5 mana, since our hand is really, really, well, bad. This doesn't have lifelink by itself, but it gives Death Touch lifelink when it ETBs? Yeah, okay. Let's just keep passing. Oh my god. Well, I hope they don't have too many more artifacts in their deck, but the fact that they're playing Foundry Inspector, and I mean, all 3 of those are artifacts, is kind of, disgusting, huh? I'm not sure why they're making this attack, though. What is going on? Why are they blocking that one? I'm so confused as to what's going on, but I will not complain. We're keeping the Mighty Leap because we can push in a lot of damage after the fact. This is only whenever you cast a historic spell. They are really worried about my poison. I like that. That's really good for us. Now, I'm going to give them a treasure here, but I have to keep applying the pressure. They can play up to a 5 mana spell this turn. We need to hit that frickin' 5th land so I can make a 5/1 trample haste. Build your own ball lightning. 5/5. There we go. Perfect. Hammer. Equip. Haste. It's extremely tempting there to attack with the Pilgrim as well, because if they ate it, they would take 5 and go to 5. But we still have them on a 2-turn clock with the hammer and just 2 random creatures. Okay, that's fine. Equip. Dragonfire. Smack for 7. Okay. Well, they had an insane start, but looks like we might pull this off. Damn, they have some sweet, sweet artifacts. Unfortunately for them, that ain't gonna cut it. Phew! Ay, 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 ay. That was a cool synergistic deck. You don't normally see a lot of that in... I mean, I guess they had some random white cards that we didn't see too much of, but they had some weird artifact theme going on that was kind of neat. Alright, 3 and 2. Come on, deck. I'm going to keep this on the draw. This hand is just insane if we draw a red source in the first 2 turns. If we don't, I probably end up losing, but I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Let's go with the turn 1 flyer here over the chorus now. Mountain off the top. Mountain, 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 mountain. Yes. Incredible draw. No removal. Nice. No plays. Damn. Another Myers Grasp. More or less fine. Still have a good curve here. The beats will continue. But yeah, if that Challenger hadn't died, we could have kept making it indestructible and stuff. I think we just smack in for 3 here. Maybe they might have some flashy flash business, but... Oh, okay, that doesn't even kill anything. Sure. It just prevents some damage from happening. Blackbridge Troll! This is funny. I can sack a creature. If I do, it taps the troll. They gain 3 life. They draw a card. So if I sack a goat here, they go back up to 19, but then I reinforcements. I think I'm going to do that. Kind of great. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage. So here's the troll if you guys want to read it. 5 mana, 8/8 trample haste. ETB, your opponent gets 3 goats. And then at the beginning of combat, any opponent may sack a creature if a... Yeah, so. Destroy a creature, make 2. We do decline that. We have them at 1 on board, and now that is uber lethal. Nice. Phew. Good stuff, my friends. Not today, troll. Not today. Oh, was I... Wait, did I have enough creatures to kill the troll there? No, I don't. I had 7, right? That would have been hilarious if I decided to kill their 1/2 instead of their 8/8 trample. But either way, killing either was lethal. Okay, feeling good now. A little bit of a roll. Getting some good draws. Let's move on to another game. Crawling Chorus. If you want it anywhere, you want it on turn 1, I guess. Turn 1, Cutthroat Contender. So I guess they're going to try to be a more aggressive deck as well, eh? 1/1 for 1. Pay 1 life. It gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. The natural nemesis of Contender. A different 1/1 for 1. Nice draw for us. Let's attack. Another nemesis of the Contender, a 1-power first striker. Pretty funny. So we might... Wow, kill a creature with flying. Alright, well that's good that that got used, because now our Valkyrie can get in, but... going to say our Bonds of Fate might actually be used on our Everdon champion here. What you going to do over there, OP? Conduit of Storms. Maybe want a Bonds of Fate that one instead then. They didn't pump. I guess I'll attack for one first and see what they do. If they block, I'll use Impeccable Timing. Actually, do I even care about that? No, I think I'm just going to run out of champion. I lied. In fact, what we want them to do is to attack with the conduit and then flip it second main phase. I am giving them a potential extra red to use, but if they just attack and flip, that's great. Because then they would have invested a bunch of mana. Alright, so they can ping me for one here, end of turn. I want to draw a land here. I think I might actually discard Impeccable Timing if I draw a land. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm going to go a little greedy here. I am going to suit up my Everdon champion as a 4/4 that does not take combat damage. Is this better than just playing out Stalwart for 2 mana? Maybe not. But you gotta live dangerously sometimes, and for me, that's right now. That is probably a decent play versus... Well, actually I shouldn't say that. Black-red has a lot of ways to deal with it. Black usually has a bunch of kill effects. Red usually has ways to deal 4+ damage to a creature. But the upside is huge, because if they don't have anything, it's either going to hit them very quickly, put them on a fast clock that is, or they're going to have to start chumping. Especially if I can get the Dwarven Hammer online with it. That'd be a 7/4 Trampler that does not take combat damage, which means 7 power trample. It's hard to chump that. Okay. As double strike as long as you have the City's Blessing. So they are at 8 of 10 permanents. Remember, City's Blessing online with 10 or more permanents on the battlefield. Ah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Damage-based effect. Alright, so I'm going to attack for... Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to attack with both. Try to race. And then we'll play Hammer and make a 5/1, which isn't particularly good with them versus their board. But... good enough. So I can't attack into the first striker or what will soon be a double striker. But if they're leaving any of those backs, that's probably fine. This is going to gain double strike if they have another instant or sorcery that they find in the graveyard, so... we're actually kind of in a really bad spot. It's hard for me to attack or do anything to the those creatures. Oh, and notably, once you get City's Blessing, you can never lose it. Yeah, it says it on the thing there. That would be a very strange attack. With the Conduit. Oh, okay, I like this. That's a great trade for us. Okay. So, I mean, this is a 6/2 flying trampler. Clock is back online. I don't know, I feel like I should have played my flyer a long time ago, but... like I said, I got greedy. This would be another strange attack with just the Spell Eater. I'm not going to block the Swashbuckler. I will block the Contender. So trade, take 4 currently. Okay. Target creature with power 2 or... with power 2 or less can't be blocked that turn. That's good with a double striker. And that's game over. GG's. Mighty Leap once again coming in clutch. Okay, nice. The red-white beats are starting to come together. That puts us at 5-2 now. On to game number 8. But we're sitting at a net profit of gems. Oh my gosh. And we have another impeccable hand. It would be hard to find a challenger for this hand. I got nothing for cavalry. The Dauntless Bodyguard, turn 1, you got me. And that is going to hold priority for the rest of the game. Oh. Oh no, no, that is not the... And I already messed up my curve. I mean, so this is not a huge deal, but I meant to play Challenger there. Because Challenger into Smuggler make the Challenger unblockable would have been insane. Dang it. Okay, well I guess that works, and I assume their attack... Oh, they didn't attack for 2. Shale's really, really good as well, but... So give the Challenger haste, attack with both, pump up the Raptor to a 2/3. Pretty good. So double check on Shale, it is a DFC. 1/1 Flying Vigilance. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. They're going 3 mana pass. I guess what I'm going to do is go to combat. And just attack with these two and see what they do. And hold up impeccable timing. I can also pump my Challenger if I want. I didn't want to pump before attacking, given they had so much open mana. I didn't play anything. Okay, I'll lead with the Everdawn. If they have a counter for this, that's okay. I think the Smuggler's better when we have the Challenger. Wow, 3 mana nothing. So, in Chaos, as they scoop, in Chaos you can play around general ideas, right? You can play around deal X damage to a tapped creature, or deal 3 damage to an attacking creature, but you can't play around specific cards. Does that make sense? Right? You can play around a board wipe type effect, but trying to play around like specifically giant growth doesn't make sense. Playing around a pump spell, sure, you know. So thought what I did was fine. Maybe I ended up losing some damage, but better if they did have something. Turns out they had nothing, so we just crushed them, and we're 6-2 going on to the final boss. Okay, we are on to the finals, fighting what would appear to be just a monkey. This hand is close. I do have a Plane Cycler, but... well, I guess I also have a couple removal spells. You know what? I'll keep this hand. It's not very good, though. Turn 1 Okiba Reckoner Raid as we draw the 3rd mountain. Y'all remember this card? What an annoying one it was. I'm gonna go ahead and just pass here and plan on using Impeccable Timing on their Nizumi. And then play the Volshock Splitter next turn. Sure, I have to discard a card. Let's discard the double white card. There's no guarantee how soon I'm going to be able to find that. Good old soul tie. No attacks. Let's play out the Raptor. Play out the Cavalry. Let's play out the Blade, and let's say go. I'm going to trade with this 2/2, because I assume I'm going to be equipping up my Raptor next turn anyways. And that just smells like they have something bad for me. Alright, what is this? Each creature you control deals damage... wait, with toughness greater than its power. Okay, so it is. That's a butt fight. Well, I'm gonna race, I think. And by that I mean, I think I'm just gonna remove their number knot after attacking. My other play, which maybe I should have done, is equip, play the Stalwart, and give it haste. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe getting rid of the lumber knot wasn't actually that relevant. I regret my play significantly. Ooh, the repossession. Nice. And they have an enchantment, right? The Akiba. That's cool. Okay, so we should be able to hit them for quite a bit of damage this turn, though. Speaking of... can hit him for 10 if I want to, but that doesn't seem that good. I think what we're going to do is play out the Flyer, haste it up, attack for 5, and then equip the Splitter. This seems okay. I don't know. I feel like I messed up this game. I should have just used or played out the Stalwart the turn prior. They did have a -2/-2 effect. Okay. Good beats. Did feel like they were doing something like that since they attacked with the attacked with the Deadeye Navigator that one turn. Yeah, we're in a bad spot. Next turn, they're going to try to attack and make me discard the last card in my hand, too. Okay, so we can just go Hellbent here, then. Yeah, I don't think it's wrong for them to trade with the token now, because if they don't, then look at all this equipment I have. Every 1/1 I draw is actually just a fatty. We have how much? 3, 4, 5, 6 power worth of trample. I'm very far behind. Don't get me wrong. The whatever 3 for 1 of the Golden Demise is going to wreck us, but every creature I draw is a relevant threat, you know? That's decent, too. That's a lot of damage. But, I mean, I don't think I'm supposed to not attack. I think I'm just supposed to trade up whenever I can. Oh, God. 6/6 that gains 3? Alright, and that'll do it. I don't know if we were going to win that game anyways, because I had no way to pump my toughness, so the Golden Demise was always going to be bad. But that one turn that I cast the Touch the Spirit realm, I think I'm supposed to play the Valkyrie and give it haste, but yeah. The -2/-2 to all creatures was always going to brown us out. So 6-3, a nice comeback from whatever bad record I had initially. You know what? I kind of regret not running Raise the Alarm when I had so much equipment. That last game would have been a good showcase of just having multiple tokens with all these pump effects. But classic red-white aggro. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you back next time for some more. Bye-bye.